We live in a hyper-specialized society. What this means is that when there's something wrong with your pipes, you call a plumber. When you need financial advice, you call a broker. When you have an emergency, you call 911. In the last year, a lot of people are asking themselves, what happens if someone doesn't answer? And for a lot of people, this is a scary outcome. This is a cause for a lot of fear. While we don't think that outcome is very likely anytime soon, we do believe that if people have an answer to that question, if they know what they would do if no one answers, if they find themselves capable of learning to adapt and deal with whatever situation arises, that they will feel safer. And because they feel safer, they will actually make the world a safer place. So this is a story about us learning, about a group of people who have very limited knowledge in a space, learning from reading, from talking to people who do know, from looking at their YouTube videos, and fucking around to find out. We aim to do this through learning small unit tactics. And at the moment, we're focusing on close quarters battle because that is what we can afford with our budget. Laser tag systems designed to simulate weapons are a little bit on the pricey side, as are anything using simunitions, and even paintball in terms of the location costs. So we're starting with Nerf guns, or as the community likes to call them, dart blasters. The difference in whether this is training or a fun game is in intent. For example, you're probably not going to want to use furniture as cover in a training context because most bullets will penetrate furniture. In a game situation, you might have something called lives or hit points to make the game a fun game to play. However, in training, it's best to try and simulate your best idea of what would happen if a bullet hit you.
Feel right?
Feel right?
Flank left.
Oh, he's back to the. So if you have two people come down this
Is he
way,
flipping or a computer?
that's the computer. He's probably looking out the window. Yeah. And then so if you come, up.
Yeah, from the backyard.
From the
There's like the
backyard.
whole hill we
Are
can
you
just
shared his
climb up.
location with
And
me
you can
like
just
years
come
ago?
right
I
in
have
front of
the
those
same thing with
trees
my
and
friend
hide in those
Justin.
trees, and then like run up to the back door when you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so recon already working.
Yeah, definitely. Nice job.
Knock on the garage there and over here. Okay, let me go on this side and just spray bolts.
Let's open first, and then I'll hold it.
So, what surprised you, basically?
The speed. It was all over really quick.
Yeah.
You had mentioned before that firefights are very quick. They were. I don't think we were probably firing for more than a minute. Most of us were probably dead in 20 seconds.
My brain stopped working.
Yeah.
Teeth put his gun into the room, and I did nothing. I let him turn the corner. I tried to shoot him, but I should have knocked his weapon out of his hands.
Yeah, when someone points a weapon at you, it's really like you stop thinking about where's the coolest place to go to next. You just kind of stay where you are. At least that's the initial instinct. So we're probably trying to train past that, right?
Or at least, I think, learn to deal with stuff while being in that state of mind.
So I had tried to set up a bunch of hazards for people to have to get over in order to get in, and I had planned on an angle that was totally different. I had to pivot in the last second when I realized you guys were opening the garage door. And so I was trying to duck for cover while also shooting out, which was actually pretty hard because Connor had like a really good angle to hit into the door. So it would make it impossible for me to fire out. And that's how I died.
I think it's surprisingly difficult to communicate once things have happened. So I was pivoting from the front door to the back door, and then I got shot by Brandon.
Yeah.
We kind of exchanged fire.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That was friendly fire.
Yeah, there was friendly fire there.
So this is definitely the issue with having concerted attacks in a small space. It's part of why we didn't. You talked about hiding over there in the laundry room, and part of the reason why we didn't want to do that is because it's really easy to do friendly fire.
Yeah, I think one of our other team members yelled, "Someone's coming around the back." So I said, "Okay, I'll guard the back." And lo and behold, it was our own other last teammate who I fired on, instinctively, just wanting to get the edge. I was like, "Okay, whoever comes around, we're dead," and it was our teammates.
Yeah, so we didn't really have a plan. We didn't really have a plan for that. So we had no communication, basically.
We didn't have uniforms. If we
Yeah.
had uniforms, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
next time
we
maybe
could-
one team should wear the fencing helmets, and then one team shouldn't. That would be really easy. Yeah, color would work.
Also, there's
All
just
blacks versus whatever other color.
not logical. You guys weren't wearing coats or I guess I don't know why you would have come outside, I guess, or how you could have, so probably should have thought it through first before shooting Connor.
Well, usually I think that's why people stick together really close. If you look at any room clearing videos, they're touching each other all the time, and part of the reason they are doing that is for this purpose.
It was one of the problems to get through when we all breached in. There were multiple people stacking on each other, so we were just overlapping each other firing range, and it was hard to aim because I had two people in front of me and we were clear in same corners. Also, the light in the garage, it's very dim, and either night vision or something like that could be helpful, because transition of from the white, completely white, snowy outside to inside, I couldn't see things, and that was to your advantage, to the advantage of the defenders.
Which could be another advantage of people inside, is to keep it dim as possible.
I think we need to learn to aim around corners. So I think I killed 2 or 3 of you, but I was just blindly shooting. Rapid shooting.
Yeah, being able to shoot accurately and quickly is not a skill that I currently possess.
Yeah, and getting like when you were in the bathroom, like going to a really narrow space and trying to get the angle around a corner without getting your hand blown off.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to do that, and we should work on
Yeah,
that.
this is where we should have brought the fake knives.
No one was looking this way. Better. Moving.
Or if you follow the target, you could say contact left down, then that means it discounted. And then contact left, it will be again like a live contact.
Okay.
If you take the target.
We'll see if my brain works that fast. Contact forward.
Contact forward.
Contact left.
Oh shit, jammed. Contact forward.
Front contact.
Contact left. I'm down. Contact left.
Contact left.
Contact left.
Contact left.
Contact right.
Contact right.